Tyra.
It happens to us once a month.
It's my period, it's my period, it's my period.
We go with the flow with our fearless period show.
I got it in the 11th grade. So I call my mom, Mama, I got my period and I don't want you to tell Daddy. Please don't tell him.
And the moment of truth.
Like once a month, she breaks these out.
I was a pads girl. This thick, we're having a period party. And we're taking away the, I'm embarrassed about it.
Now on Tyra.
On Flo, my red-haired cousin, surfing the crimson wave. Elmo. Who calls it Elmo? The bitch is back. The painters are in. Hell Week, The Curse. These are just a few of the names that you guys have sent to TyraShow.com on a poll that we had all about what, y'all? To tell you about when I got my period. Whoa. Yeah. First of all, I got it in the 11th grade. Like really, really late, 11th grade. And I think it's because I was really skinny, and when you're thin and you don't have enough body fat and there's not enough estrogen working up in your stomach or something, I don't know, but I was 15 years old, and I was at my dad's house. My parents are divorced, and so it was the weekend when I was at my dad's. Of course I didn't get my period at that age. A little older than that, but my period started, and I was sitting on the toilet, and I saw something in my panties, and I was like, oh my God, it's my period, it's my period, it's my period. And I knew about the period because my mom taught me about it, but I didn't want to have it in front of my dad, so I called my mom crying, like, Mama, I got my period, I got blood in my panties, I got blood in my panties, and I don't want you to tell Daddy. Don't tell Daddy, please don't tell him. And she's like, no problem, I'm gonna, call him right now and just tell him you're not feeling well, and he's gonna take you home to my house. And I was like, okay, so she instructed something to me. She was like, do you have any pads? I'm like, Ma, I didn't know it was coming. I don't have any damn pads. I didn't say damn, but I would have got slapped through the phone. So she's like, okay, take some toilet tissue, ball it up, put it in your panties, pull it up, and you're gonna be okay as your dad takes me to the house. So my dad's driving in the house, and he calls me Buster and stuff, and he's like, so Buster, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm okay. My stomach hurts a little bit. And he's like, oh, Buster, it's okay. You're just spotting. I'm like, oh, my God, my mother told him! My mother told him. I was so upset. I was so upset. So once I got past the embarrassment and getting back home to my mom sat me down, and she told me all about the period. Now, she said that there are 3 ways that you can tell a woman is on her period. It is the dent, the scent, and the accident. You got it? Y'all know what the dent is? You got a big ass pad and it's like denting your clothes out. That's the dent. And I think we know what the scent is. A little stank stank. Little Fisherman's Wharf. And the last one is the accident, meaning your tampon needed to be changed, your pad, is not for heavy flow, and you walking around, everybody see your Aunt Flo just like going high. So she taught me that. Now Anita, where's Anita? She's having a hard time talking to her daughter about her period. Where are you, Anita?
How are you?
Hi, tell me what's going on with you, with your daughter.
Hi, Tyra. I have a 19-year-old and I also have a 10-year-old. Obviously, my 19-year-old has already gotten her period. When she did get her monthly, I didn't have the time to talk to her. She just got it out of just nowhere. So I was in the other room, and she was screaming, "Ma, Ma, Ma." I came running, and there it was. And embarrassing as a mother to say, it's your period, honey. I also have a 10-year-old that I'm very embarrassed to sit and have a talk with her. I don't know the medical terms. She's still a little baby to me. She's my little girl, and I don't know what to say to her. I don't know how to explain.
Does she ask you about it? Do her friends, any friends gotten it? Because the average age is between 9 and 16 years old.
Right. There is a few that have them, that have their periods. So she doesn't. She knows the term, but she doesn't exactly know what it is. And
how did your mom explain your period to you? What did she do?
She didn't either.
She didn't. So you're just passing down the.
Yes, I was in the bathroom. I screamed. She came running, handed me a pad. Next day, she took me to a pet store and bought me a hamster. I named him Fluffy.
And that
was my surprise.
Okay, so you need some help. I'm sure a lot of people at home need help too. 3 of our favorite doctors are here to answer all of our period questions. Author of Because It Feels Good, Dr. Debbie Herbenick, OBGYN, and MomLogic.com contributor, Dr. Suzanne Gilberg-Lenz, and Dr. Roshini Rajapaksa, the Assistant Professor of Medicine at NYU Medical Center and Medical Editor for Health Magazine. Hi, Doctor. Okay, so at what age should a mama have the period talk with the daughters? What age do you think?
You know, most girls, even though there's that wide kind of berth where they may get a period, most girls are going to probably get their period around the age of 11 or 12. And that is such a common fear and anxiety to talk about it, but it is better to talk about it ahead of time. You see a little boobie growing, maybe a little hair, it's definitely time to talk. And it's better for us to talk with our daughters than for them to hear some weird, scary thing from the older sister of her friend. And, you know, it's better to just do it.
Dr. Debbie taught us what to look for when we're looking down there back in the day. Remember our Down There show and like the vagina puppet and all that stuff? So she taught us all that. Now she's going to tell us what's happening in our bodies when we're having our periods. And then Anita, you can go home and explain it to your daughter. Won't be like a scary thing. Okay, so break it down.
Well, Anita, you don't need to know all of the big medical terms, just some basics. Inside a woman's body, we've got the 2 ovaries, the fallopian tubes, the uterus, and during a menstrual cycle, the hormone levels of estrogen and progesterone increase, which thickens the lining of the uterus, called the endometrium. And then when, during the cycle, the ovary releases an egg and it goes through the fallopian tube, if it doesn't get fertilized by sperm, then it sends signals in the body for these hormone levels to drop and this uterine lining to shed slowly throughout those 3, 5, 7 days in a menstrual period. And of course that means the girl's not pregnant, right? Didn't get fertilized, you have a period, and it's as simple as that.
Why do we have to bleed though? Like why? Like why can't it just stay up in there?
Would you want that blood staying up there your whole life, and then you know that scent when it comes out after 1 month, right? So it's okay, let it out, let it breathe.
Okay, so Dr. Raj, what should a woman or girl expect when she has her period so that she's not freaking out?
Yeah, so let's first start with amount. So we have 2 examples here. Basically, you're going to get a range anywhere from 4 to 12 teaspoons. It's really not that much, although it may look like more. This is kind of a lighter day. This is towards the end. And for
that's
really,
1 day?
Well, no, for the whole cycle.
Oh, for the whole cycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, you can imagine that it doesn't look like that much, but if you're changing your pads every couple hours, that's a sign that you may have more than normal amount. You should probably talk to your doctor about it.
Who has like a heavy period? Raise your hands. Heavy periods? Heavy periods? Yeah, heavy? Heavy? Who has like light, like, oh, 2 days and it's just over and I don't care.
Lucky one.
Bitches! Bitches! Okay, so after this break, we're gonna go through all the different types of like blood colors and like what different periods look like from different women. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Up next, does sex have to end
I can't do it.
when you get a visit from your friend?
She wants it more when she's on her period. He thinks it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And later, crazy cramp remedies.
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Don't touch my pickle juice.
4, 3, 2. Hey, y'all. It's day 2, Wednesday, and I'm rocking my real hair on The Tyra Show.
Today is all about periods. That's that's why I have on a red shirt with a period on it, and the entire audience, hey, y'all have on red shirts with a period on that, and we're answering all the questions that you were too embarrassed or you're grossed out to ask about your period. And you guys, a period is not something that you should be embarrassed about. As a woman, it's natural. It's what makes us be able to kind of have kids, kind of with what y'all were talking about. It's a beautiful thing, and we're taking away the, I'm embarrassed about it. Dr. Raj is going to talk about color and consistency now.
Sure.
I'm sure like some days it's a different color, and other days it's like, what the heck is that? Did that come out of me?
Right.
So explain the different colors.
Yeah, you know, people think blood is just red, but it's not true. It can have many different hues. We have great examples here. And in the beginning of your cycle, it's usually more red. And we have like a nice example here, kind of a cherry red.
So this one's more red. Okay, I'm going to pick these up, actually. Okay, so this is in the beginning.
And this is like more fresh blood because it hasn't been sitting there that long.
I feel like I'm in Twilight or something, or True Blood. Okay.
Yeah. And then as we progress through the cycle, it tends to get a little bit darker.